Alright, welcome to this month, November 2025 Everyday Carrier. Alright, today is the 1st of December, but this is all of the items that I have been carrying last month, and everything is inside the Fyro Citta Sling in the 3-liter version. So I had plenty of time to test this and kind of go over what I've been carrying. I don't know, from my second channel, I kind of like to challenge myself and to do these videos without any edits. So it's kind of like we both hang out and I show you what my everyday carry is. So I hope you like this kind of style where I don't edit that much, or to be fair, not at all. But let's go what's inside this Citta Sling and what I have been carrying every single day. Oh, hold on. There are a couple of items that I have been carrying every single day, but that were not inside this bag, to which I will get in just a second. Very first and foremost, it's my Anbernic RG35XX Plus gaming device. If you are a follower of my second channel, where I do daily videos all about creating YouTube channel, but also mental health and retro gaming, this device has helped me so much to get away from mindlessly doom scrolling on my phone, getting away from social media addiction and kind of focusing my attention to something a little bit more active. You know, doom scrolling is basically a very passive and mindless activity. So I wanted to kind of get away from mindlessly scrolling, but also be very focused on one specific task or activity without getting kind of disrupted or disturbed by notifications. As a freelancer, I basically am always in work mode, and utilizing my phone for gaming is not a good way to kind of disconnect from all of those work tasks, because there are so many notifications, either via email, Teams, WhatsApp. So I am always in work mode when I have my phone in hand, which is why I really wanted to get something that has a single focus activity and that can get me away from my phone. And if you have watched some of my videos on my second channel, I talk a lot about mental health in terms of kind of resetting my brain and my mindset by having short bursts of pauses where I specifically do something that kind of empties out my brain and resets it to get a fresh perspective on whatever I have to do. So whenever I get this gaming device out and I play, for example, I just finished Chrono Trigger on Super Nintendo, I am able to kind of switch off my brain for 10 minutes, dive into that story, and then go back to work with a totally fresh perspective, because I was able to switch off my brain for a couple of minutes to play this game. Therefore, I love this device, and it has helped me immensely to get away from my phone and to actually do those 10 minutes to 20 minutes breaks to get my brain completely reset. And this helped me so much. Maybe check out my second channel at -2 to kind of see all about how I utilize this device. This device is amazing and I can highly recommend it. And many of you would probably argue, hey, I could play on my Xbox or PlayStation. Yes, but you need to kind of switch them off, on, and maybe have to load updates. It takes much longer to kind of just start playing, and therefore it is more difficult to kind of incorporate those 10 minutes breaks in between whenever you're working. So I highly recommend this device. I love this so much. And because of its size, it didn't fit into the Citta Sling, but it has always been in my jacket's pockets or in my pants pockets, so I can quickly deploy it and play a game. So this has been one of my everyday carry. Then I also have Orbit Key Pro organizer for my keys that is always with me, but it stays on my belt loop, and right now it is on my door on a hook, so it is not here in this Citta Sling. Alright, oh, and also items that are on my body. Ultra Human Air fitness ring. I still love this. I can highly recommend it. It tracks all of my fitness. I started not only doing Muay Thai and boxing for many years, but now I also started going to the gym and lifting weights, because that is a hobby that my wife and I now are doing together. I love this. And so tracking my fitness with this ring is amazing. My wedding band, speaking of my wife, carbon fiber. Right now I'm rocking the Samsung smartwatch, but I also wear my Steinhardt Ocean 500 titanium mechanical watch. This is something that I wear on a daily basis, but I wear my smartwatch at night, so it wakes me up silently. But we went to the, not to the gym, but I was working out today a little bit. After I was sick, I wanted to try to get back into working out a little bit, so this was tracking me today. And yeah, here is the Citta Sling. Let's go into the front pocket first. Here I usually keep the Orbit Key and my multi-tool of choice. This is the Gerber dime together with the James brand Carabiner that I keep on my belt loop from time to time, but I opted to put this into my sling bag due to stricter knife laws, and we have Christmas, so the knife laws are even more stricter. So I keep this inside this front pocket. And I love this because this has pliers. I don't need them that often, but when I do, this come in, as the kids say, or maybe it's already outdated, this comes in clutch. I think 2025, no one says this anymore, but I just picked it up. So I'm saying this comes in clutch. I have a bottle opener, a small little blade, no, the blade is over here, a small little blade, and also really important, a package opener. So whenever I open up boxes, all of the glue residue sticks to this and not to the blade. And since this is two-handed operational, non-locking, and a fairly short blade, this is, I would argue, somewhat street legal. But just to be safe, I also keep it inside here instead of my pants pocket. You have a couple of flathead screwdriver, but also a nail file and a pair of scissors somewhere here. Scissors, tweezers. Great multi-tool. By the way, all of the items in this video are linked below. Those are affiliate links. With those you won't pay more, but you will support this channel with a small kickback of that sale. And if you do so, thank you very much. So that's together with the Orbit Key, usually in this front pocket. And what I really liked about this Citta Sling is the orange interior. Overall, the fabric and this colorway is amazing. Now, going into the, let's go into this back pocket. These kind of back pockets I usually utilize predominantly for my fresh doggy bags. And I know some people will say, oh, you don't call them doggy bags. Doggy bags are those bags that you use in the, or get in the restaurants, but people also use the term doggy bags for the bags that you need to pick up after your dogs. Inside here I have the Rubin G5 small little flashlight. This is actually my secondary flashlight that I have for emergency if my other flashlight that I have in my jacket, which is the Rubin X2 Pro, that is my favorite flashlight, that is in my jacket's pocket, but I like to keep this as a secondary flashlight because it is, as you can tell, very slim, but also very tiny. So I always keep it inside my backpack, sling bag as a secondary emergency flashlight. You always need a flashlight, in my humble opinion, especially in winter and autumn when you are picking up after your dog. There are a lot of leaves, and when it's dark, you really need a light to illuminate the ground. And yes, you have a phone, which I get in a second, but A, it's not as bright, and B, when it's winter, when you have your hands occupied with a leash, the doggy bag, you really don't want to risk dropping your phone on the ground. Now, opening up this sling bag, here we have all of the items. Let's continue first with my phone. This is the Samsung Fold 5. We are already at Fold 7, which is a testament to how much, not only how much I love this phone, but how durable it is. The hinge mechanism is working great, no noise. I had to kind of replace the screen protector, but that was really easy. And yeah, I love this phone because not only is it a great phone, but also it is a good entertainment device when I open it up. It is a good work device for emails, answering emails and stuff like that, working on spreadsheets. I love this phone. It is great. Then, so that's what I keep here in this back pocket usually. So it is a little bit protected. In these slots here that I actually kind of complained about in my first impressions because the elastic here isn't that great. And as you can see here, what I was kind of assuming in the first impression already happened here. So in the first impression, I said that these slots, they don't have any tight elastic. So any small items that you put in here have the potential risk to kind of, when you walk, kind of fall out. And this is actually what happens. So usually I have my, hold on, oh yeah, here also. Usually I have 4 items in here. My lip balm, hand lotion, because as you can maybe tell, I have really dry hands in the winter. So when I'm walking, these just fall out. Especially when I have to walk a little bit faster with my dog, they just jump out. And I kind of would have wished that these would have a little bit more tension to keep the items in place. So in that slot, hand lotion and lip balm. At the moment, I kind of utilize all of the hand lotion that we get for free. I did not buy this, but I got this from I think my wife got this and she doesn't use it, so I just took it and I'm using it. So yeah, that's the hand lotion that I'm utilized. I cannot tell you a lot about this brand, but I have really dry hands, so it's important when you're outside to kind of use that so it doesn't get even more drier. Then inside that pocket I have the Nitecore NBR 500 milliampere hour power bank. This is amazing because as you can see here, it is slim and tiny, so it is easily being stored in one of these slots, to which I kind of want to add something else in just a second. So then I also have a Nitecore USB-C to USB-C cable, so I can quickly charge either my flashlight or my phone in a pinch. Yes, with 5000 milliampere hours you cannot fully charge it, but it gives you enough juice to kind of prepare you for a couple of more hours. So that's in that pocket. But in the other pocket, I have my extra wallet. This is the carbon fiber version. I cannot completely show it to you for privacy reasons. I have a couple of, hold on. Yeah, let's hold it like that. So I have a couple of cards here with numbers that I don't want to show, but this wallet is amazing. I love this. This has this mechanism to kind of fan out these cards. And as you can see here, maybe these 2 items have basically, so the NBR, but also the wallet have basically the same width. So when you kind of store them next to each other, they create like this flat surface in both of these pockets and therefore don't create like a step. Imagine this being a little bit thicker, and that's what I meant by a step, thick and then going to flat. But now having both of these items the same like width or depth, they kind of create a more or less even space between these two slots. Next up, at the bottom here, I have my DJI Pocket 3, which I utilize for my daily vlogging, but also to film these videos when I'm out and about. And that is basically everything that I keep inside the main compartment. Yes, you have another slot here with a zipper. Here I keep microfiber cloth. But that's basically everything that I kept in this Fyro Citta Sling. So while I do love this sling bag and I like this kind of accordion style opening, which gives me plenty of view of all of the items in here, I noticed that I was having a bit of a harder time to get everything inside. Yes, you can fit everything inside, but see this? Now I have the stuff inside like I would usually do, and especially with this clamshell accordion style or somewhat clamshell accordion style opening. It opens wide, everything kind of slides to the bottom, but now it's, I won't say it becomes difficult to close, but it's not as comfortable to close with one hand. You kind of need both hands. Make sure that you squeeze it a little bit and then you can close it. So when you are out and about with your dog, you have your dog leash here in this hand and you kind of want to close the main compartment. So let me check my phone and then I put it back here and then I want to close it. See that? I'm intentionally holding my hand like this, so kind of illustrating I have a leash in my hand. And then it's not as easy to close. So that becomes an air quotes security hazard for me, because there is a big or a potential risk that something drops out and falls to the ground, or when the weather isn't great, because I need so much time to close it, then a lot of rain could get inside. So that is one thing that I don't really like about this. The next thing that I don't like is a trade-off of a feature. So this shoulder strap is one strap without any buckles. Yes, you have G-hooks, you could kind of utilize these as buckles, but it's not necessarily the way it is intended. So the feature of this is to make this a little bit less prone for pickpocketing. So the argument is that if there is a buckle here, a pickpocket could walk behind you, open up that buckle, and then just run away with your sling bag. Yes, obviously you could also slice this, but it is more, in air quotes, likely that someone rather tries to open up a buckle and then either slowly slides away the sling bag or quickly runs away with your sling bag when it is detached. So the argument is, or the feature is, that without a buckle, this is much more secure when you're traveling. And I do understand that argument. And for me as a motorcycle rider, I actually do like this design much better, because it also ensures that the sling bag won't just fall off my shoulder accidentally when I'm riding my motorcycle. But here in Germany, we are about to go into winter, and I already wear my winter coat, which has a huge hood. Getting this over my hood and over my jacket is so difficult and so cumbersome that is a huge trade-off, which I personally don't really like. And again, this is an air quotes feature or a design choice that, if you wear a big coat, is definitely, how do you say it? Something to keep in mind. What else? But that's, in terms of downsides, that's basically the only things that I kind of keep me from continue using this. This is very well made. I do think when it's not kind of stuffed like this, obviously I overload this bag now. If it's not completely overloaded, especially not with a bulky item like the DJI Pocket 3, then this looks amazing. Right now it feels like completely out of shape due to the bulky items inside. But if you load it like regularly with regular items, then it doesn't look this misshaped in a way. I do like this part. I attach either a toy for my dog or the little bag where his treats are in. So that is really cool. I do like the opening, and plus I do like these kind of zipper pull protective things. So you can kind of secure your zipper pulls like this, and that will kind of ensure that a pickpocket won't open the bag when you don't notice it. Another kind of indicator that this bag, together with the shoulder strap, has been designed for traveling. So I don't fault Fyro for making the shoulder strap like this. I do see why they are making it this way, but I just noticed that for winter usage, when you have like a big coat, it is fairly annoying to get this over your hood. As I said, the build quality is also really great. I do like this fabric, but just like I said in my first impressions, the look of this color, it doesn't look as good as I would have liked. I do like other colors than black, but with this fabric I do prefer the black version, although I really like that you have different choices than just black. And the bright orange inner lining is definitely also a really good choice, so that you can find everything that is inside. So yeah, comfort also really good. This is comfortable to carry around. But again, for my use case, especially when walking my dog, this opening isn't as practical as I would like. Other than that, this sling bag is really cool, but I will definitely switch to a new sling bag for December 2025. Alright, so this was my everyday carry of November. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about this bag, the items, especially if you are a retro gamer. Let me know what kind of games are you playing at the moment. I really would like to know. Also, don't forget, all of the items are linked below. Affiliate links, you won't pay more, but you will be an amazing person if you support this channel that way. And if you do so, thank you very much. Also, if you watch to the end, help me with the algorithm and post a joystick emoji in the description below, in the comment section below. If you have questions, also comment below, and maybe check out my last month everyday carry in the video up here. YouTube thinks that you like the video down here. Oh no, up here. YouTube thinks that you like the video down here. Everyday carry video up here. Don't forget to hype and like and maybe subscribe by clicking the button up here. Then we see each other in the next video. Thank you very much.